Hey, what's up guys, it's Chris Legend and I'm back with another Furnish Master mod guide. So first things first, we have the cube. We always start out with a cube. So when it comes to modeling, if you want to create something, if you don't know how to model in Blender, I suggest looking up a couple of videos on YouTube. That's how I did it, and it helped me a lot. Because some people are easier to learn visually than reading a bunch of text. But yeah, moving on. Right now, we're gonna be making something very simple. And boom, there we go. We have our first model, and it's all done in its glory. So now when we're done with the model, usually what you do is that you add material for these objects. That way you can actually have a color for them in game. If you don't add a material, you won't be available to have any sort of material color for it. The name of the mesh is not important. You don't have to have a specific name, but if you say like cube 1, cube 3 and all that, is just for easier management of the list and knowing where all material is. But right now we're just gonna say this is cube. But just select the cube. Don't worry about camera or light or anything like that. You can actually take those away because they are not important. Okay, so when you have your little cube box, we want to go here and we want to go to units, and we want to make sure instead of meter that we have it on centimeter. The reason to why is because the game uses centimeter, so 200 centimeter, 200 centimeter, and 100 centimeter. So 1 meter, 2 meter, 2 meter. That's basically how it's gonna be. So let's say this is going to be a 50 by 50 box, and it's not going to be 1 meter. We're going to say it's a 35 centimeter tops. So this is basically what we have right now. So there we go, and let's go over to the next step. So when you have this, you select the box, you go to object and you hit apply and all transform. After this, we're going to go to file and we're going to hit export. We want to go with FBX. And then you save it wherever you want to save it. I'm gonna save mine in Blender models, and I'm gonna name this one box. Very simple. So before you hit export, we want to make sure that we go here to apply scaling and make sure it's FBX unit scale. Then here comes the forward thing where I told you that X is gonna be forward for this one. So we want to set X as forward, and if you're confused to what X minus X and X is, the Y is to the right, the Z is up, and the X is towards us right now. The minus Y would be to the left, and the minus Z would be down, and so on. The Z is up, and X is forward. We want to make sure that apply transformation is checked as well. If we move down a little bit, we're gonna go in here. And we're gonna go on triangular faces as well, in case you have details with a lot of triangular on your model. Okay, that's everything. Let's hit export. And I can cut here, so we move over to uploading it and testing it out. Okay, now we're in the mod creator of Furnish Master. So we're gonna type in the name of the mod. It's gonna be box, small box, shelf, we say. Don't forget to write your name as author as well. You don't have to add a logo, but if you have one, feel free to do that. And I'm gonna be making an upload right now with model. So the object of this is box shelf. 50 times 50, we say. Then we want to select the model path, which happens to be right here, wherever you put it. Then when it comes to category, we want to put this as a shelf, so that would mean furnitures, wall shelves. There we go. And the scaling is going to be 100% because we already did the centimeter and all that scaling. So I'm gonna do this now without adding the material, and let's see how it goes. Okay, so now we're in the game. Let's go to sandbox. And let's go to a room that we have for plopping down and testing, so everything is working as it should. Let's go to furniture and let's go to wall shelves. Now I have a couple of workshop item already in the game, so you just need to go all the way to the top and it should be right there. There's our box shelf, and as you can see, it is just completely white. But that's the box, but we can't add any color to it since we did not put in a material for it. So it's just going to be a plain box. So let's remove this and let's fix it. Okay, now when we're back here, let's go to the box that we had and we go here on the model. Now we add material and we named it cube in the material tab. As you can see right there, it's named cube. When we do name a cube, we can then select if we want to have a paint job, or if we want an image, or if it should be glass or fabric as a standard material. Just a standard. So when you put paint and you change the variation of the color, you can put whatever color you want. But once you have paint 01 and a color, just for offsetting, you can then add in the game. So I'm gonna show you. Okay, now we're back in the game. Gonna go sandbox, gonna go to my room. Now let's go to furniture and wall shelves. And now we're gonna go all the way up. Let's wait for it to load. And you're gonna see that it has changed color. That means it's working. So now we have the box, and now we can actually change the material. We can put panels on it. We can make different things with it. We can even make it metal if we want, if that's something. Usually you just keep it to color, that usually work. You can make it out of glass or just normal paint. So when we have normal paint, we can change how it's gonna look, and now we actually have a box that we can change color on. I'm gonna show you another example of a prop that I made. We go to bed and scroll all the way up. We have a bed of 19 and 200. This is 90 centimeter and 200. In this bed, I have separate layers. So when we right click on it, we have all the different material for what it is. So the green one is just to indicate that that is the blanket. So if we go here, we can take an image and we can put an image on it. We can even add our own images if we ever were to do that. So you can make some nice material for this. So here you can see the bed that I made in Blender, and as you can see by the measurement, it is 200 on this y-axis and 20 centimeter on the theta, which is upward, and then x is 90 centimeter, which is the side. But anyway, that's all for me. I'm Chris Legend, and I'm out.